On the office chair, and about to make the giant leap to the bench, is a Fender Excelsior amp from 2012. It's one of Fender's Pawnshop series. Really interesting, funky set of amps they made back then. This one's all stock. It's in reasonable condition, slightly beaten up around the edges, and it all works beautifully. We're going to look at replacing the tone switch with a rotary control, and we might do something about deepening up that tremolo. Buckle up. The Excelsior amp has two chassis, one at the top with all the controls on it and the preamp, and one at the bottom with the power amp. There's the two 6v6s in push-pull. And there is the top chassis, all out. It's all aluminium, very lightweight, and connected via that bit of trunking there. So there's the bright dark switch. It's just got three leads leading to it. One is from the bottom of a voltage divider, the other one's from the top, and the third one at the back there is from the volume pot. Just going to have to replace that with a potentiometer. Hopefully it'll slot into the hole. Alright, so we have a pot mounted where the switch used to be. It's on a piece of steel that's screwed inside. And there's the guts of it. A piece of Galvo, very agricultural, but it does the job. Alright, the deed is done and the switch has been replaced with a potentiometer. And it works. It's still a bit too bright though, so I might have to muck around with some capacitor values to make it right. However, that can wait because there's a speaker coming soon, so I want to see what effect that has before we go mucking around with voicings too much. I've got a Fender style press-on knob there. Don't really like that, but unfortunately I mucked up and the pot I've put in has a knurled split shaft, and so the knob I'd selected is inappropriate and will just crush the thing. So don't get that on the big jobs. We'll get a better one later. New jack, newly twisted cable. It's new speaker time. New jack all soldered. It's just time to zip it up. So this is what the fuss is all about. This stupendous 15-inch monstrosity from Celestion. The fullback, 100 watts. Oh my god, that's just so much speaker. So there's the other side of it. As you can see, lots of very fine ribs on this one, presumably to prevent cone cry, which could probably get out of hand on a 15-inch. It looks like a 2-inch voice coil, perhaps a bit bigger. What a monster. All done and ready for installation. The paper towels to stop any stray flux and soldering crap spraying all over the cone. Not needed in this instance, but better safe than sorry, eh? This is the recording rig I used. Just this nasty old 1978 Les Paul Standard. Nasty Norland era. It's got scatterbrain pickups in it. Vintage style wiring. Just went straight into the guitar input of the Excelsior. All recordings done that way. No mess, no fuzz, no effects. So this is the recording setup. Volume is set halfway, pointing straight up. You can't really see that. There's no visible pointers on these knobs. It's mic'd quite close with a Rode NT1A, going straight into the interface. Just meat and potatoes, nothing fancy here. What you can see more readily from this side is that I've marked the position of the microphone and the amp using bits of gaffer tape on the carpet. There's also a marking on the front of the amp to line up the microphone. This is to ensure some level of repeatability. And I'm going to be going into the guitar input. That's the highest gain of the three inputs. So that's the speaker that's got to come out. I presume that's made by Eminence. Special design. Yeah, whatever. Slightly clearer view of the inside of the cabinet. All the screws undone. Only one of those screws was actually tight, so yeah, I don't know how fair my before and after sound test is going to be, given that this speaker wasn't in properly. Too bad, so sad. Just a note in passing on the speaker screws. These are machine screws that engage with what I presume is a T-nut on the other side of the baffle. This is a much better way of doing it than having the screw poke through from the other side, like the vintage Fenders. Thumbs up. One Celestion fullback 15-inch speaker, 100 watts at 8 ohms. Ready for tinnitus. Loaded in the Excelsior. Let's go.